Bell. Close to a first down for the Rams. Knocked out of bounds.
Is get Marshall in here so that they can get pressure on Everett and work on Doug Smith, who they think pass protection-wise is the weak link of this team. You see, they get Marshall on Smith, and they think that they can get that push up there. But they just have both those guards in there helping them.
That's the place they feel they have to put pressure on Everett, up the middle.
If they can, right over Doug Smith with no help.
Third short. Jumped offside.
I think Lawrence Taylor did jump offside. Lawrence Taylor was trying to hit that inside gap himself. He said they're trying to get different guys in there.
Offside, number 56, defense.
There it is right there. Lawrence Taylor in the neutral zone being the first down when they didn't deserve it. They didn't earn it.
Everett back to go here comes Taylor again. Anderson incomplete. Taylor popped Everett.
That's what they have to do. Last week the Eagles didn't knock down Jim Everett. They had a couple sacks, but they didn't knock him down like this when he threw the ball. That is not only a knockdown, that cleans out the complete sinus cracks.
He delayed just enough to make Irv Pankey think he was not going to blitz.
That's the second time they've knocked Everett down, but did you see that? The whole top of his body shook.
Here's the handoff to Bell. He's hit by Taylor. Maybe that offside call against him that gave him the first down upset his temperament a little bit.
I'll tell you, that did. I mean, and once he gets, I mean, he can play this type of game where he can go like this. You know, this is a different level where he's going to rush, he's going to do anything. Now watch Gary Reasons come in there. There's Taylor, boom. And you're going to see right there, you see Reasons dive over. Watch 50 right there in the air. Boom, he's doing a somersault. He makes Bell cut back, and he has to cut back right into Taylor.
3rd and 6. Everett. McGee was the intended receiver. Reason and Pepper Johnson converged to knock the ball loose.
This is defensive football. This is what you say, getting after him. When coaches say, let's go out there and get after him, that is what the Giants just did. They got after him.
Hatcher in the front for the Rams. Megan standing back at the 10 for the Giants. Hatcher gets it out of here. Not very well. Giants will take over at about their own 23. 9:24 left to play in the first half. 2 field goals, but he's been rushed, knocked down, hurried, and everything.
And this is what they wanted to do, is throw his timing off. And this is what they're doing. They're getting a rush, making him throw when he doesn't want to. That makes him throw a little behind, have guys clamp on their underneath receivers. The Giants' defensive game plan is perfect thus far.
1st and 10 from the 24. Anderson to his left. Knocked out of bounds by Leroy Irvin. A 5-yard gain.
You know, one thing that both teams thought that Otis Anderson couldn't do anymore is run outside. You know, he has lost a step or 2 or 3, so he runs most of the time to the inside. That time he went to the outside, and it looked like he got one of those stingers. You know how you hit someone with your shoulder, and you get that sting all the way down your arm and through your hands and into your little fingers?
He's averaging 6.5 yards to carry. Tillman takes his place. Sort of Anderson's protege. Larry Kelm made the stop for the Rams.
And Lewis Tillman comes in the Giant locker room, and he walks right to Otis Anderson's locker. Said Bill Parcells was saying he just follows him around. guess in one of the first preseason games, Tillman got in and had a couple of pretty good plays, and Otis Anderson came into coach's locker room after the game and said, hey, you got a guy who's going to be a running back here, this Lewis Tillman.
He was the guy who broke all of Walter Payton's records. Just enough for the first down, stopped by Irvin. A gain of 3.
Let's look at the play on O.J. Anderson's arm again. Leroy Irvin is coming up. Now Anderson's going to take him on. See with the right shoulder, he dips it there. And I think just when he dipped and he hit the shoulder, I think Irvin kind of caught him underneath that shoulder pad.
Right on that muzzle, big muzzle. 6.5 yards a carry he's averaging. That'll dominate a lot of games.
Anderson was saying that he remembers when he used to do those things. He's remembering them now. He's doing them now, the things he used to remember. John Robinson, Art.
They speak from experience.
Yes, they do.
Made the stop. No gain.
Yeah, we've looked and know that the Giants have to be able to run. Now look, any game that they have rushed for over 100 yards, they've won every game. Now when they give a little dink and they don't get that 100 yards, then look, they're 0-4. So when they get a big old heavy boing and thing goes up over 100, they win. A little boing, they lose.
They lose. They have 84 yards
well,
on the ground.
They're getting close to the heavy hammer.
2nd and 10. Then to Tillman. First down. That could have been more. They got 12 as it was.
Hey, they're doing a good job. They're starting with a nose tackle. They're cutting that nose tackle off. Then they're getting outside, stretching the defense, stretching the Ram defense, and then making quick cutbacks. Lewis Tillman has learned well from O.J. Anderson this year.
He has. Giants first down, their own 47. They lead 6-0. Less than 7 minutes remain in the first half. Tillman again. Harry Kell made the stop. A pickup of 6.
This is the type of game that the Giants wanted. That defensive game, the pass rush, the Taylor coming hard, being a win. Believe every statistic you hear.
Yep. 2nd down. Rams showing blitz. Tillman again. By Kevin Green for a loss of a yard.
I think the one guy on defense that the Giants worry about is Kevin Green. And not so much on the run. I mean, he plays the run tough. He's just a tough guy. But they worry about him as a pass rush. See, now here the Ram defense does a good job of stretching it out. They didn't give him the cutback. You see, Tillman looked for the cutback. It wasn't there. He had to run into Green.
3rd and 5, 7 plays on this drive. They've all been runs. That'll change right here. Green makes Sims take off. Not enough. George Bethune puts Sims down. It'll be 4th and short.
Yeah, Simmons was mad. I mean, he should, if you're going to run, you ought to try and get that extra yard. I don't think he knew it. I think that, he was there, and if you're going to do it in this type of game, you got to sell out and get that extra yard. You can't leave it a yard short.
I don't know if they have a fake punt in their game plan or in their repertoire.
Yeah, we've seen them snap it to reason.
Right? This would be the perfect spot.